Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
That's him. That's the guy.
Yep.
That's the Shat.
This is the Shatner.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Play Retro. This is the Retro Video Game Show hosted by me. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Scott Johnson. And I like to point and click on pointy-eared Spock and make him do my bidding. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a pixelated, barely VGA sprite in a video game. Also, why do I sound 120 years old?
Oh, he was really a bones at that point in time. And I'm your other host, Brian Dunaway, and I'm here to boldly break the Prime Directive by clicking everything in sight in this DOS-based away mission where I snark my way with dialogue choices that can only be described as fascinating. Thank you, pointy-eared logical devil. You.
Yep, you heard it right.
I forgot how much Bones jabbed. What's the word? Sparred with Spock.
Oh, all the time.
This week.
You green-blooded bastard! You son of a bitch! Those two are always at each other's throats. I'm surprised they didn't go to blows. Maybe they did, and I forgot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know this. This is one of the cheesiest renditions of the Star Trek theme, and I'm going to play it now because we're just going to get it out of the way, and then we'll get to some other stuff, and then we'll get to our topic. But the MIDI days of video gaming, right here on full display. Check this out. Sounds like a Oompa Loompa kind of.
It does.
Somebody's got like a what do you call that? What's an accordion?
Accordion? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's just like a Weird Al thing, just cranking it out. Man, but I'll tell you, that is some skill.
Oh, it's great.
That is some MIDI skill, baby.
Yeah,
you did it.
It's hard to take it seriously, you know?
Yeah, but it makes me feel good. It's the same, like, I still, to my family's great regret, I still pull out the MIDI Christmas music. So there's something very nostalgic for me with firing up some Christmas MIDI music. I don't know why.
I respect your choice to do that to people. I do.
I don't do it the whole holiday season.
No.
I'm not some kind of only part of the holiday season.
Yeah, you're not terrible. You're just
I'm not hateful.
No.
Right?
You're just evil.
I'm not a hateful 8-bit. Yeah. Not
Ooh,
like that.
I want an 8-bit Hateful 8.
Oh, hateful 8-bit. Yeah.
Tell me the entire Hateful 8 story in 8-bit. Oh, I love that movie. So that would be great. That would be amazing. All right. Well, anyway, we'll get to all this in a second. It is the Star Trek 25th anniversary game. It is not the 25th anniversary. We're closer to it's easily 50th plus.
Yeah. It was. We were at 25 when this came out in 1992. So do the math.
I don't like it.
Do the math.
I don't
it's
like
a lot of math.
Don't like it at all. It's not my kind of math. We'll get to that all in a minute. Just a quick note about what we got up to this week when it came to retro stuff. I got in a weird mood the other night. I could not sleep. I laid there and just was like, man, I'm not going to be able to sleep. Couldn't shut my brain off. And I decided that I would do something a little bit weird. Some of you may know this or may not know this. I don't know. But at fredandcan.com, I have this comic strip that I do on and off about this dude named Fred who lives with a sentient can of expired cream corn. And Can is pretty smart, and Fred's kind of an idiot. Anyway, they have these little fun adventures together, and I've got tons of them up there. Anyway, started this comic right before the pandemic, and then ran right through it, and then paused for a while. Now it's back. Anyway, long and the short of it is, I got in this weird mood to draw what a side-scrolling Fred and Can adventure might look like.
Oh.
And I'm not going to show the art because it's super penciling and shitty.
That's okay.
I am going to show.
I'll use my mind pictures.
I am going to show you this. So here's an image of Fred sitting by a window from one of his strips, talking about how he needs to get off social media. Yeah, a lot of commentary in Fred.
We
and
all
Can.
do. Fact.
And then this is what it might look like if we had to tell that story in 8-bit. You know, it's like a little bit of.
I love that. Yeah.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. Oh man, I really need to get off social media. Before, after, before. After.
I love how dark and I love the second one. I mean, I love the first one for its lightness, but that second one is so dark and it touches me someplace.
It puts the finger on the
It touches me where
skin.
the Christmas MIDI music doesn't.
There you go.
How about that?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
It sounds exactly right. Let's play that again to celebrate. Anyway, so that's the thing, and I got up to it. But I'm not going to show those unless I do something with it. So I'll let you guys know. Maybe there's some enterprising young Unity or Godot programmer in our midst who will pipe up and go, Scott, let's make that side scroller. Even just if it's a demo, I'd go for that. Brian, what'd you get up to this week in the world of retro things?
So totally. So what I got up to is Anthony has sent me another. We talked about Anthony in the past. We talked about some of the Lego stuff he sends me. And this time he sent me a new one, and how fortuitous it was too, because we just got through drooling over this thing recently on social media.
You already put it together? It's already assembled? Oh my gosh!
That's what Anthony does for me. So this is our deal. This is what Anthony does for me. Anthony has some kind of rule that he can buy the Legos, put the Legos together, but he can't keep them, apparently. So because I guess you just have too much stuff.
That's awesome.
So any of the 8-bit stuff, like any of the old retro console stuff, he always ends up sending it to me. And so, Anthony, thank you again for putting this together. Because you know what? That's perfect for me because I suck at Legos.
Well, we should explain what we're looking at.
I suck at patience.
For listeners at home, this is a Genesis controller, 3-button Genesis controller Lego build.
Right.
And it looks like it's about the size of a real controller. Do you have one there for scale? You can hold next to it?
That would have been really smart to do. That would have been real smart to do, Scott. No, I do not.
All right, great.
Not on the ready, but I do. I will show you this. A lot of these Lego things, they have little inside features, and look at this. On the back side is a little diorama.
It's a little Sonic level.
Little Sonic level there. He's rolling around on there. Got Sonic ×3 on his lives and stuff. So yeah, absolutely. Lego, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega Genesis controller.
Badass.
The number is 40769. 40769. 260 pieces. That's way more than I would ever be able to put together.
Very cool, though. That's a lot of pieces for just, such a small finished piece.
Yeah, it has this little stand too, little control.
Oh yeah, look at that
as well. Look at that.
I'm jealous of that.
Oh yeah, this alone. Now I do have to know if I think it's a little bulkier. I can tell you just from playing with it, it's a little bulkier than the standard controller.
Okay,
so it's not a 1-to-1.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They took some artistic license.
Where's they do a 6-button or just the 3?
Just the 3-button.
Now, you know what's
Maybe
cool?
they'll release the 6-button later.
Here's what they should do. They should do a Saturn version because the Saturn controller already felt like it was made out of Legos. It's kind of squared off.
This is true.
Yeah,
square. And it could shake it.
Yeah. Lots of plastic moving around in that thing.
Yeah.
And that's not by the way, that is not me being negative. I actually really like that controller. So
I do too.
No beef.
I actually think it plays really well.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. Well, that's great, Anthony. Nice. There are 2 hosts on this show.
Thanks, Andy. Oh, and I'm putting Andy together a package to thank him for all the stuff he's done. He asked me about a couple of games, and I was like, hey, why don't I just send you one of my extra Wiis, because I have several, and I'm going to send him some games he was looking for.
That was an act of great kindness that you did there.
No, it wasn't.
I think it was
an act of mutual appreciation.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And you guys can you still do mukbang streams with each other on Discord on the weekend? Okay, cool.
That's what we do. I don't even know what that is. I'm assuming it's something gross and perverse.
Do you not know what you don't know what mukbang is? You've never heard of mukbang?
No, I don't.
It's that food thing where people like to watch people eat food noisily.
Oh God.
Oh no, it's awful. Trust me, it's the worst thing. Here, I want to play a little mukbang.
Why are you going to play some of it? You know I'm innocent. Why would you do this to me?
I want you to hear it.
You want me to
bang music. Oh, no, sound. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's a lady eating noodles with cheese on them. Whoops.
Yep, I'm done. I'm out. You can go ahead and stop that right now.
And it's like hyper.
I can't stand in real life when people. Oh my God! And I hate burger commercials. Hardee's used to be the worst about it. It's like, come get our cheeseburgers. Masticating right there on the screen and big old juicy. No, I'm like, no, that does not make me hungry.
And
that makes me want to run.
Some people are way into this, and I don't understand
I believe it.
I don't get it.
Ugh.
But it is like an ASMR thing for some people.
Right.
And listen, no judgment. I just can't do it. If
I'm sorry, judgment.
Yeah.
Judgment, I'm judging you right now.
If you want to torture me, you know how they play like screamo metal music to what am I trying to say? Not passengers. What is it? Prisoners. Jeez.
Prisoners. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got
just
you.
to piss them off or whatever, to smoke them out and whatever they do. That version of that is that lady eating noodles in my ear.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it.
That would wreck me. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that was a fun little drive down that road. Thanks, Anthony, for the controller. And may a 6 button come back? Did they make an SNES one just to give fair shake in the 16-bit era?
I think, they do. I actually have the NES. He sent me that one. It got a little CRT, and it's got the controller. It's got the full NES. I'll have to break it out maybe in the next couple
No
weeks.
Super NES? No Super Nintendo?
No Super NES. Just a regular NES. I've got to open the Anthony wing of the Play Retro museum eventually because of all the Lego stuff he sent me, Atari 2600 stuff, and he's great. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. I feel you. Well, there you have it. That's a look at that. Now we take a look at Star Trek.
Shall we play a game?
That's right, Star Trek. Remember this?
Command the Enterprise. Play Star Trek.
It's not that game. It's a different game. That's older.
I hate that. How about the Information Society? Pure Energy.
Pure Energy.
That also?
Pure Energy. I love that one.
Thanks.
We're safe so far, but we're not out yet. I want to know. I love that.
I want to. Yeah.
So good.
What you're thinking.
Those guys were nerds. But anyway, they're still around. They still do stuff. I shouldn't say was. They are.
They're a society. How could they?
Yeah, they're an entire society. You don't just wipe them out overnight.
Information.
Anyway, we're going to talk about the Star Trek 25th anniversary game. That's what it was called.
Game. It's the worst game. It's the worst name. Come on, let's all agree.
It's awful.
Because I never really wanted to play it until I didn't even think much about it until about 6 months ago. I was at one of the local thrift stores, and they had this Interplay box, and I think we've talked about it before, and it's the CD version of it. And I was like, this is probably one of those. It was like, it's got digitized voices of the original cast.
Yeah.
And all this. And I was like, it must be one of those, like, they had all those Star Trek compendiums. Is that what they call them? Where you can go through the different ships and stuff. And I kept thinking, it's the 25th anniversary of that. And then I just kind of put it on my shelf, didn't think much about it. And then I saw Tonda, one of our community members, a great friend, and he was playing it. And I'm like, wait, that's that?
Yeah,
and I'm like,
game.
well, I'm playing that because that is awesome.
I remember when it was out, I went, that's a stupid, terrible name. Why would you do that to yourselves? And the reason they do that to themselves is they thought that they would get way more sales if they zeroed in on the idea that the franchise was having its 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
And that would be drawing people in. What they failed to do is distinguish that thing, that box or any of it, so that you could tell it was a damn game.
Yeah.
It's kind
something
of weird.
fun at that.
Yeah, weird. And all the follow-ups to it had proper names. This one, no, it did not. And it's dumb.
No.
That aside, though, the poor naming convention hides one of the best Star Trek branded games ever made. Maybe best game ever made. Maybe.
So freaking good. It's easily one of my favorite games just in general because it mixes these elements that I don't really see anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's some elements that I love. And it's the point and click adventure, also combining real voice actors of the actual people. And it put together the story like it was an episode of Star. It was just so good. It's just so good. So many delicious, flavorful pieces all mixed together. Like, what'd you call it with the spaghetti eating?
Oh, the mukbang.
Yeah, mukbang. Yeah.
I wish I still had that up. I'd play more, but I got rid of it. Curse it. It's terrible stuff. Terrible.
Right.
I couldn't agree more. So playing this back in the day, which I did, thought it was great then, but I remember not being super invested. I'm not sure why. I think I was just like busy worrying about Mortal Kombat and shit like that.
Yeah, it is like the opposite. 90s really, we were talking about the Attitude Era, and so a lot of things were loud, obnoxious. Things were getting faster as far as gameplay goes, and just this kind of almost felt a little throwback, And so I could see where you might not be excited. Now this is on the Mac too. They had for the DOS, the Amiga, but would you have played it on the Mac? Is that what you would have had?
No, it would have been DOS.
Would have been DOS.
Yeah, and it was a PC that was probably slightly under the recommended specs.
386. So this game, if you're a retro person, especially PC, this thing is so self-aware of technology and is changing. And you could run this thing poorly on a 386 SX, I believe. And when it first released, I think it came out in like 92 with like 8 floppy disk or something. That's not the one we played this week. If you want to get one to play along with us, definitely get the Steam or the good old game version, and it's going to have the voices. If you get the floppy version, you're not going to. It's just a bunch of beeps and boops, and it's not this game. This game is elevated by the excellent voice acting of the original cast members
and sound work. The sound work's really good, although the mix is bad. And what I mean by that is there are times in this game where talking will be going on. Kirk's talking to Spock. Spock, we need to
right.
Yes, Captain, I believe we do. And that'll be going on. And in the background, sounds are going beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, beep. It's like talking over them. You can't hear them talk. It's annoying.
It really is. And I played this some using 86 Box. I've talked about it recently, and that's that emulation for old hardware. They have a new version out, so I tried it there. And I ran into the same issue like you're talking about with the weird audio mix. I thought maybe it was just me, but I plugged in the Star Trek 25th anniversary CD that I have right here, and I installed it. And I ran into a lot of the similar issues because I was thinking maybe it's DOSBox or my Mister. The emulation I thought maybe would be off, but I went as accurate as I could, and I was still having trouble. But there's still so much room to improve that stuff. So who knows?
It's really good though. I would be. But despite the name, do not let the name. It's loud. Sorry. Do not let the name freak you out or to change your opinion on this. This game is cool. It is what you want out of your Star Trek fandom, and at the same time, what you want out of your point-and-click adventures with a little bit of action-y ship bullshit.
Right.
It's not great. I'm going to say this. I'll say this. The best parts of the story, the acting, the dialogue choice stuff, making decisions, making moral choices, the point-and-click part of this is excellent. This is why it really shines. Where it sucks to me is the bridge command mechanics. Yeah. And it's not that they suck. It's just not great. Ship combat.
No, it sucks.
Is that fair to say? It kind of sucks.
You can say it because it's true. And is widely held that as well, because Interplay later on dialed back that part. So the game mechanics were essentially you would start a mission on the ship, on the Enterprise, which is where you want to be, right? And you might have a battle or some kind of confrontation, and then you would have to maybe fight at that point in time, and that's a terrible experience. And then once you get to a certain point, you can beam down. You can take an away team. That's where it really shines. When you get the point and click, you're getting the dialogue choices, you're getting to solve puzzles on the world, and it really does feel like an extra episode of Star Trek, which we didn't get nearly enough on the first, the original series. But we had like 3 seasons of the original series.
Yeah, and the final season was short, and it also wasn't great at all. It was a bad season.
Did I hear this wrong or misremembering this? Didn't they take some of those stories that we're going to do in an additional series? Didn't they take some of that stuff and put it into the animated?
They did. Some of them.
Yeah,
they weren't like translated 1-to-1, but there was some stuff that didn't, the scrap, cutting room floor stuff that made it there. There's some stories in this game that are also from some of those early concepts, but they were all, obviously fleshed out to do whatever they had to do.
But man, when you're on the ship fighting, you can, it's just like you would think you're kind of like behind everybody, and you can see the full deck there, and Kirk is at his spot, and Sulu's over there. Chekhov, Scotty's doing his thing. Spock is looking in that what is that? A battleship? What is that? What's that old arcade game where you had to just drop mine? Depth mines and stuff. You had to look,
oh shit! It's basically a submarine game, but what was that called?
A submarine game. Yeah, I can't remember either. But it looks like he's doing that, and Uhura is there too, and she's like, she'll call. All I gotta do is click on her and tell her, hail
the alien ship or whatever.
Yeah. And then of course you talk to Scotty, and he's always like, "Oh, I can't do it, Captain," and or my engines and stuff. All of it's just character written, spot on. The voices are kind of hilarious, like you had mentioned in your intro. What is Dr. McCoy's real name? Why am I blanking on that? Anyway,
Leonard McCoy.
DeForest Kelly.
Yeah, but Leonard
Kelly.
Oh, you mean the actor? Yeah.
Yeah. DeForest Kelly. He's older in dirt here. I don't think I realized watching the original series how much older he was than the rest of the cast.
Oh yeah, big time.
Until 20 years later, when they keep trying to bring him back, and he's like, they're having to drag him out. You know,
he had his legs were all gone to waste. There's something weird going on with him later in his life. But they had when they were running the original series, I think he was in his late 40s, and everyone else was 25 to 32.
Yeah, because he'd been around for a while. He was the guy who brought the gravitas to the show, because he'd been in all these westerns and stuff. But anyway, so he reads his lines, and he's just very. It's kind of, the readings aren't great, right? But the simple fact that you get the original actors in here in your game is a dream come true.
Oh yeah, and and that I think it shares with the animated series. Because it was clearly nobody's best work, right?
No.
They feel like they're phoning it in a little bit. They're getting a little bit of cash on the side for an old thing that they're sick of everyone associating them with. We're definitely at that era of Shatner hates his legacy.
Yeah.
Yet
he hasn't accepted his legacy.
Yeah.
That happens for a lot of people who find success early on. They think, oh, this is just a stepping stone to my further success. And they find out, oh, this is the success I'm going to have. And then they eventually accept it.
Yeah. And here's a little bit of some of that interaction. I'll play a little bit here on this this version here. He's going to hail a ship.
Hailing the ship, Captain.
Greetings, Federation imperialists. I am Elasi Serif, and I have claimed this ship as a blow for freedom against Federation tyranny.
This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. You are illegally in possession of Starfleet property.
Yeah, and I've got a cold, and I went ahead and did this anyway.
Did you hear all that bridge noise and everything?
Yeah, but that's my thing. It's overclocked, so you can barely hear the people talking. It's so annoying to me.
Yeah, it is.
Here's some more of that.
This is a service access panel permitting used up or worn materials to be replaced.
Yeah.
And then let's hear Spock. Come on, say something, Spock.
Turbines of a Cochrane 500 class fusion drive.
No, that's just the computer lady. She's all right.
I used to love, I haven't done it in a really long time, but I used to love using the ship's brown noise or whatever it is to sleep to.
The engine noise,
a little engine noise.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the Enterprise E stuff will put you right to bed.
Yeah. Oh, so good. But while you're on the bridge, before you do all the fun stuff, you have to go through the fights, which are it's like sprite scaling. So you see it through the viewport of the screen like you'd see on the Enterprise, and it's just so difficult to watch that little green dot on the nav in the center of the screen and line up your shots and phasers and shoot your photon torpedoes and telling Sulu to raise the shields, and there's so much micromanaging, and it's meant to be fast, but it's just chaos.
Yeah, it's chaos.
It's chaos.
But it's a chaos I liked, except when they made me do dogfighting. I hated it in this game.
Yeah.
And it's not that you can't do that right. It's just it never felt good.
Well, it does it because you're in a big, what I'm going to get this wrong. Star Trek fans, please forgive me. Galaxy, what is it? What kind of ship
class,
is it?
Galaxy class starship. There you
Starship. Go. And you're going against these little ships that are just zipping around, just zoom, zoom. It's just no good.
Yeah.
It's just no good.
And go ahead.
In the series, they would mostly just park somewhere and they would take shots, right? Until somebody decided to go, and fly out of the way. But
which is not a thing they did much in the show. They weren't known for their dogfighty X-wing style fighting, right? Like it was a thing that was kind of tacked on. They also kind of went from 0 to 100 real quick. Like right now, we're seeing a scene where they're fighting a Romulan ship that they just ran into after the opening credits started on this episode. So the episode name happened, the ship flew by, and it went, Captain, there's a Romulan thing who wants to do it. And then suddenly you're fighting. And I find that pacing a little bit rough then, and I find it hard now. Not hard, but just like, I don't know, take your time, let it breathe.
Right.
Star Trek is a cerebral experience, and it's why it's always been hard to adapt to video games in general, because Star Trek is about morality and asking these hard, questions that happen in our own civilization, but we apply space to it, and then we can talk more broadly about race or gender or, money or tyranny versus, a more open society. Like all of these ideas that we're always arguing about, Star Trek had them. This is nothing new to say, but they had a way of letting you discuss these things with this format. And I think when it comes to video games, they go, but kids want to be shooting shit. We gotta, they're worried about making sure everything's action packed. And I don't know. To me, I think there's a happier medium. They just never found.
And then
it.
the first mission you go on is like all about religion. It's great. It's spot on. It's exactly like the show. And the idea, of course, was to go, what if we, as a world, had everybody on one ship and then had to explain ourselves or understand other people or other humanoids and aliens in other areas? What would it be like? Which is a question you'd ask if you want to think about the future in space travel. And if there's other aliens, exactly what we'd have to do. But one of the things that happens is if you don't have this book right here, which if you get Good Old Games version, I think it's Steam as well, it shall come with the star map. This one has a really interesting security function. So no new thing there as far as, you got to look up in the book. You got to look up, word 2 on page 12. Well, instead, what they did was they have no names of the galaxies that you're going to or the planets you're going to in game, and the only way to know where you're going is to see this book.
Yeah,
and if you get it wrong, Romulans come out and eat your face. It's great. It's great.
If they ever did like a full-on remaster of this, they would have to make it part of the game. That's just how it would.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We don't have copy protection like that anymore. We have a different kind of protection. But yeah, so if you do get it on Good Old Games, make sure that you look at the files. It should be a PDF.
There's PDFs in there, too. Yeah. Real quick, KT Data makes a correction. The original Enterprise was Constitution class, not Galaxy class. Now, here's the thing. This is the only way you'd know the difference. The original ship had an AK-47 on its back, proudly wore that because it had a Second Amendment right to bear arms. It's a Constitution class, right? Although it seemed to sometimes ignore the First Amendment and sometimes the 16th. But anyway, the point is, we got that wrong. Galaxy was later. That was Enterprise D, next generation stuff. It's a very cool game. I think the one thing that it does pretty well, despite the fact that I think the combat's weak, is try to balance those styles. The bridge command, the point and click away missions, which to me are the best parts. The away missions are really strong. And the real-time strategy combat. The MMO game, the Star Trek MMO, Star Trek Online, maybe the best example of marrying the three styles, because those three styles are represented there. You could argue that the worst one is the combat, the hand-to-hand, person-to-person combat, but the ship stuff's actually handled really well. Right. And the kind of like ship management stuff's handled really well. So like do really well when you're up in space. They struggle when they're on the ground. This one excelled when they were on the ground and struggled when they were in space. So, a little bit of here shaved off of there for the different eras of trying to do these games right. But I respect this game's desire to find a way to make those three elements work together and appease the diversity of audience you might potentially have. Some want the action. You got to remember, we're in season, 3 of TNG right now when this is released?
Yes.
So people are into Star Trek again. It's part of our lives. The old series now prominent in this game. You're like, oh, remember Kirk and them? Forget about Picard for a minute. Let's go point and click these guys, And I remember just thinking, man, we should just have 1 million of these every year, Star Trek games till I'm dead. And it really didn't happen. We don't have that many.
It didn't, and especially not good ones. And this Interplay does such a real good job of using what's already been perfected with point-and-click adventures and using this amazing sprite work. They're not quite chibi type cute, but they're also not realistic either. And I think it just has a real colorful look to it, which Star Trek always did. And man, they just hit so many right spots for me. And the puzzles were they were not overly difficult, but also not overly obvious. But you also didn't feel like in a lot of old point and click games and text adventures, you could easily get, in a no-win situation. You always can get through this. You just may not get the rating that you might want for each episode.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing I really liked about the original, or about this game in particular, and the bridge command part.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find a screen there we go. This will do it. Is this. In the show, the original show, you didn't get this kind of view, this fisheye wide view of the.
This is like back at the turbo lift, kind of above the turbo lift.
Yeah, like a camera way up. In fact, it makes it seem like the ceilings are way higher than they were in the show.
Yeah.
But you get to see all this like manifold crap on the side. You get these computers up front above your display. That was not in the original. I love this.
This is more like based on the movie, right? Star Trek, the movie kind of look. It's kind of amalgamation of
it's a combination of stuff for sure. But those those red bars that you put your hands on, the hand bars, because no one believed in having safety belts in the space for some reason. Like I just thought it was cool to see all this detail that we don't normally get, and I love that.
I miss the Next Generation's the tri-head, where Captain Picard's got his chair, and then Riker, and then
and the carpet,
the ship's counselor for some reason. All right, whatever.
And all that carpet, dude. The worst.
The carpet is great.
No, it's the worst. I watched that and I go, you know how hard it is to keep that shit clean? Like all it's going to take is Worf falling on the floor once and rubbing that big makeup covered bumpy head on there.
Bumpy.
You're like, damn it, somebody get the Swiffer or whatever.
Yeah.
You need. It's not good.
These Klingons didn't have bumpy heads. Oh, the old series.
Oh, I know, right? They were just kind of hairy and mad.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I mean, we were way behind back then. And didn't they try to explain that in that Tribbles Deep Space Nine throwback thing?
Yeah. I think you're right.
Because Worf had to wrap his head. And he was like, and someone said, how come Klingons look so different back then, Worf? And he goes, it is a long story. And that's all they said about it.
That's all you need to know.
I remember that. That was pretty good stuff.
I love that.
Anyway, it's very, very cool. This game is great. You might think, wow, on the success of that, they might be doing another one. Well, they did. It's called Star Trek Judgment Rites, a proper name. Okay.
Judgment Rites, baby. Now that is a game that you want to play.
Yeah, you'd hear that and say that's a video game. You wouldn't go, oh, that's a compendium of sounds from the Enterprise. Do I buy that at Walmart? Like, you don't think that way. This is 1993's DOS edition. There was no Amiga edition of the game. We didn't mention that earlier, but Amiga and DOS got the first one. This one, DOS only.
Right.
By then, the Amiga had start to.
The Amiga version the first Amiga, the 25th anniversary Amiga version did not hit well.
No.
It had some problems. So I think they was just like, nah, we're good.
Yeah. They were like fine with that. But it's again back to what made the first one work pretty well. It's
the same game
stuff.
essentially. Just it's just more story. This one seemed to me more. This had like a larger overarching arc. Mm-hmm. So the first one was very episodic. I think like 7 episodes.
Yep.
This one also has episodes, but there's a through line that plays throughout. And this one seemed like it had more. It felt more like the movies did, in my opinion, but it was still basically the same graphics, slow improved, same voice actors again.
If you had the CD-ROM version, that's an important distinction. Otherwise, you had a beeping piece of poo. Like for real, it's so. I think that's how I played the first one a little bit.
Yeah,
and then got a better sound card, or I can't remember what happened. I ended up with a CD version.
I would not have liked it.
But yeah.
I would not have liked it. I didn't even buy. I take that back. I did fire up the ones without the voice work, and it immediately felt incomplete.
Oh, it's
and
awful.
empty.
It's awful.
Yeah. And it's funny because all you got to do is just throw the voice actors in there. It's like, wow, this game is really good versus this is not immersive at all. This one feels very immersive for some
Now,
reason.
look at it, though, and you might go, wait a minute, they just reuse everything? Kind of. I mean, it's the same assets, a lot of it.
Yes. This came out like, 6 months or a year later. So, I mean, they were just like, hey, that worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
We sold that pretty good. Let's do another while we still got these actors here before they all die.
I would probably compare this to more like a modern version of DLC or something. This would have been an add-on or not a full-on sequel. But that's how we didn't know yet back then. We didn't know what we were doing.
No, we didn't know what we were doing.
But boy, did you see that crash? Let's see. You know what? I want to hear Shatner get upset here. Hold on. So we get to see this captain guy's in trouble. All right, here we go. Here's some audio. Let's play this. All right.
Enterprise, this is Captain Luke Rayner of the USS Alexander. We have returned from the future. In 8 days, the United Federation of Planets will be completely destroyed. A new...
Oh, shit.
Why does that sound like Dane Cook?
And then, boom.
My God.
My God.
Captain's log supplemental.
My God. I'm Captain Kirk. Wow, what have we done? The voice work is cheesy and wonderful.
I love it. That's what's so good about it.
Even if you have just like a passing interest in these actors from Star Trek doing cheesy Star Trek stuff, this is like gold on your plate. That's not even a thing to say, what I just said. That's how good it is.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so good. If you had gold on your plate, you'd be very excited. And man, listening to so Shatner, you could say he phones it in, but he never phones it in my opinion. He always is going to put a little juice in it. And when he reads his dialogue lines, there's typically, in the first one and in this one, there's usually like a good option dialogue choice, and there's kind of a shitty dialogue choice, and then there's kind of like maybe something in between. And all of it can impact your ratings at the end.
Yeah.
But when he needs to be snarky, boy, he reads it snarky. He'll snark it up.
Well, that doesn't surprise me because Shatner, he's a piss pot. You can get him going, you know. And there are times in his career when all he was a piss pot.
Yeah.
And it was right around now. This is right around the 90s where Shatner is just like, gosh dang it. Does anyone like anything I do besides Star Trek? Did you guys watch TJ Hooker? You know what I mean?
Nope. We sure don't. We don't like the rookie.
No. Yeah, we don't like any of that stuff. What we want is Star Trek, and I think he's finally come to grips with that. That Captain's documentary was really eye-opening.
Yeah, that's right.
Loved that. If you haven't ever seen it, you should see it. It's really good. Shatner actually hosts it, but he talks to all the captains of the different eras.
Yeah, that's right.
So he talks to if you had ever questioned whether Avery Brooks from DS9 is a wackadoo, don't question it anymore, dude. That guy is nuts. He is nuts. But it's a fantastic documentary. He hangs out with Picard or with Patrick Stewart and Janeway and all of them. Kate Mulgrew. I could use their real names, I suppose, but I think of them as their characters. What are you going to do? You know?
That's what I do too.
But I have a great Shatner line I'd like to share with you. This is not from the game.
Shat it up.
But this is Shatner saying some things. So hold on here. This is when he can't decide how to say the word sabotage. Here we go.
Spock, sabotage the system. Spock, restore the atmosphere. Spock, sabotage the system. I wish I knew what to do. Observations, Mr. Spock.
Okay, can you have line 193 again with sabotage, sabotage?
I don't say sabotage. You say sabotage. I say sabotage.
It's a sabotage.
I don't say sabotage.
You say sabotage. I say sabotage.
Just kind of a prick in the recording studio, but
I love him. You gotta love him.
Oh, I love him.
That's what makes him.
Yeah,
that's what makes him.
I don't want him to die. Live forever. What is that?
So this came in my Interplay CD. This is some of the prices while supplies last. The IBM 3.5-inch floppy of the Star Trek 25th Anniversary Edition was dropping for $49.95. That is $1992, people. $1992.
What is it? So that's 49 something. What is it? $49.95?
$49.95 while supplies last.
$49.95 in 1993. Today dollars. This now
Today
would
dollars.
cost you, hold on, wait for it. We're looking. We found it. It is analyzing. Okay, give me a moment. The ship's computer is screwed up.
Fascinating.
That would be $111.86 today.
Worth every dollar. And also, I saw that they were selling Mario Teaches Typing for the IBM.
Oh, no way. Wait, that happened?
Mario Teaches Typing. I played a few minutes of it. And it's as terrible as you think it would be. We got to talk about it one day.
Teaches typing. I didn't know there was it's not part of the Mavis Beacon thing, is it? I guess it was the idea of it, but
right. Yeah.
Keyboarding class. Here we go. Mario teaches. Oh, you can play this online?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we just see?
Yeah, you got to press the letters so that he can platform. It's kind of a rhythm almost game, like you got to time it just right.
Let's see.
It's like A, B,
B.
Are you
clicking B?
Where's your home keys?
What's this doing? Press any key. Loading emulator. DOS box. Here we go.
DOS box.
All right.
Feels weird when it's not on Nintendo, doesn't it?
It really does. Oh, look at them. He's typing.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm getting out of here with a Luigi.
Luigi's like, let's go, princess.
You know what? I want to know
He's
why
lost his mind.
Why are they?
Welcome to Mario Teaches Typing.
Holy shit.
That is not.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Okay, let's try one of these.
On your mark, get set, go.
What am I? Oh, A.
It's
B.
hard.
Oh,
It's hard as. It's hard.
I got it. Jump. Oh, shit. Leap. A. Jump. A. Okay. A.
When we got on the Enterprise, this was loaded up on the computer.
Boy, this is very forgiving and loud. Holy shit!
Well, I mean, it's made for kids. I mean, come on, right? I don't think anybody was preparing for their secretarial job playing Mario typing. But yeah, we got to talk about that one day. It's got to come up.
Also, that was the worst voice for Mario I've ever heard.
It really was, wasn't it? I love it.
Jeez Louises.
Thank you, Interplay, who brought us a great Star Trek game, and then in the background was selling that for $29.95.
Yeah, I don't like it. Well, anyway, let's move on down the road to the next time this happened. Did you ever play the? I tried to fire up the Game Boy version. The ROM I have, I think, is jacked. It didn't work.
I played it, and oh my god, it is so. So the Game Boy
green.
I didn't play I didn't play all of it, but I will tell you the first segment of the game is you kind of like flying Defender style with the Enterprise across the screen.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, it's that green thing right there.
Yep.
And that actually looks like somebody either slowed that down or maybe mine was going too fast. All I know is
it depends on the level, because there are parts that slow down, I think. The video I watched anyway, let's see. Some of the shit you're on land like this.
Eventually you go on some away missions, but by the time I got through flying through because it lasts forever. Like your batteries would be dead by the time you finished the first, because you're just so freaking slow. But I played a little bit of it. You know, it's fine. It's based off the 25th anniversary edition, apparently. I don't know how, though. I think it's more based off the NES version of the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Did you pull that up? Did you get a video of the NES version?
I'll find it real quick. The thing about the NES and the Game Boy version is they share the promotion of this is 25 years later, but they don't share the stories. It's not the same game.
It ain't the same game.
No.
Not even close. The NES version is more of an action game, but it's got a lot of dialogue that you have to read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find the NES game.
The NES version is interesting. The sprites are hilarious. I'll just go ahead and say it. Mm-hmm. As terrible as you can. Okay, so imagine like Mike Judge going, I'm going to create some 8-bit Beavis and Butthead characters for Star Trek and put it on the NES. That's exactly what it looks like to me. It was just...
Yeah, there's a real Mike Judge art style going. That's funny.
It's bad, but it's also hilarious and great.
I kind of want to... See, yeah, I didn't play this one at all, but there's something about, like, look at these two hanging out in the hallway. Look at that.
The gameplay is no fun.
Look at these two chuckleheads.
Yeah, look at these guys.
I got to capture
look at these guys.
I got to use this for something later. I don't know.
To me, the game was no fun. I mean, if this is the only version of the Star Trek you had, I'm sorry, but it's fine. I'm
You're
sure.
so right about the Mike Judge treatment. It looks like King of the Hill or something.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. I didn't notice that until you said it. But look, you get these away missions. You're walking around. You got a little swagger there because you're Captain James T. Mother effing Tiberius Kirk. You got,
it's fine.
This is all right.
It's fine, but it doesn't have any, it's an NES cart. It doesn't have all the voice acting. And like I said earlier, that's what really brings these games home is getting a chance to really sit there and listen to Shatner and just, Leonard Nimoy and everybody just ham it up.
You can beat this game in an hour and 27 minutes. That's how long it takes.
Yeah, and it's exactly about as much as you can take of it.
About all you can stand. I can't stand no more. Yeah.
It's got a lot of, it does like the other games do where they mix a whole bunch of different styles. Like there's that 3/4 top down view, which is hilarious. The way they walk, the way they shat their pants is like a bunch of Shatners walking around. And it's interesting.
I can't explain it for listeners, but the way Shatner walks is off the charts.
He's got a very wide gait.
Yeah. He's in charge. You can tell.
He's in charge. Yeah. Oh my God. It took me a while to figure out whenever I landed. It was like, oh, I got to shoot stuff. And I didn't even realize I could shoot phasers until I finally figured it out.
Yeah, when I went to town. Set them to stun and then fire them at stuff, That's how that works.
Yeah.
Anyway, then you might have said to yourself, hey, I'd sure like more of this. Well, then you might have got your hands on Star Trek Secret of Vulcan Fury. But you probably didn't because it didn't get released.
No.
Now, I found video of this thing. There was a bunch of demo crap.
They had started marketing it. They had a really full-formed idea, but they did not make it very far into development because it couldn't just be too expensive. They were doing all kinds of interesting clay animation stuff. And I thought, wow, look at this. This is
It would have felt very next generation at this point in your life.
Yeah.
You would have been like, oh my gosh. Because what it was supposed to be is a fully cinematic redo 3D adventure game in the style of 25th Anniversary and Judgment Rites. Not the same story, but that kind of game fully like this. And this this is pretty state of the art at the time. It looks like trash to us now, but Also, why were they were flying Vipers? What the hell is that?
Yeah, why not?
Look
at Bones.
I wish they would have made it. I wish they would have made this.
I have a feeling this would not have held up. It's like the 25th anniversary came when we were masters of the visual and game crafting, the technologies they used.
Yeah.
And this one, they would have been just trying to keep up.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been good.
It's a bummer. This is.
I could use some more.
What could have been in winter of 1998? Look at this Photoshop looking shit. It's so bad.
Never happened.
It's a bummer though. But you can go find video of that. Some of the promo materials and stuff. It's basically was a demo. Yeah, there's some demos.
Yeah, but it's just like video demos. Don't get excited, people. It's not. It's kind of like when I opened this Star Trek 25th anniversary and I saw that someone also stuck in a Star Trek Next Generation, a Final Unity. And I was like, oh, cool. I got like a little demo disc. No, it's just one of those video preview things.
Mm-hmm.
But still.
Yeah.
But it's got all the voice actors from the TV cast.
Some decent. I'm trying to remember what was there was a good TNG game and I can't remember which one. I can't remember. The one that, so there's like one of those that I liked, and then there was the first-person shooter in the Voyager universe that was in the Quake engine.
Yeah.
Quake 2 engine, maybe?
Yeah.
I love that effing game so much.
Yep.
We had that on our LAN. We were shooting each other with cool Star Trek weaponry. They somehow made a good action shooter game. That was fantastic at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good now, but probably not.
Probably not, but that's okay.
Yeah, you're going to do what you got to do. Anyway, pretty cool stuff. You guys should check it out. I remember at the time playing it and thinking, this is cool, but then I forgot a lot of it. So revisiting it was nice,
And the puzzles are really genuinely satisfying. It is a real good feeling to walk through these puzzles. It's not terribly long, but it's long enough. And it adds just more entertainment to some of the stories you just never got to explore in the original series.
Oh, there it is. Tonda says the game was called the Elite Force for the Voyager game.
Oh, yeah, Elite Force. That's it.
So good. Is that retro yet? Probably is.
Probably so.
Hold on. Star
2000
Trek Elite Force. Not Forces, right? Just Force, I think.
Force. Yeah.
You can get it on
plural.
Get it on GOG.
GOG.
That game came out in the year of our Lord. Where is it? September 15th, 2000. My good friend Brian, it is absolutely a retro video game now.
Nailed it.
Oh, it doesn't look as good as I remember.
That's okay. I bet there's a bunch of updated graphics you can do. I could almost bet there's some nice texture maps.
Look at that Borg.
Look at that Borg. That's a bonked up Borg.
Yeah, that's some rough business. Here's oh my gosh, here's the crew. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. This is amazing. Okay, wait. It's a PNG, so it's a little transparent. But anyway, you get the idea. Look at these guys.
Oh, it is super transparent. Oh, I love it. Yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Oh, that's movie stuff though, right? Isn't that the movie stuff?
No, this is from
that's just
Voyager, but they were like a military crew because they weren't based on any. But if I remember right, I could be wrong on this, but the characters you played as and a lot of the story that was in whatever story they had there, they were new, they were different,
right?
And they were like Elite Force something.
Elite Force.
Well, literally, it's called Elite Force. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah.
we may have to look at that one day. Maybe. You know what? Maybe there's an episode of the best
soon
id Tech game spinoffs.
Yeah, I think that whole game probably has got a whole episode in it. I guarantee there's all kinds of cool little stories and bips and bops that you could probably hit.
Yeah, I remember playing it. They're non-bridge crew and original characters. Yeah, I cannot remember how they did that because they had. I remember Tuvok was giving people orders. So be like, yes, you need to go do the thing. I'm the Klingon, and I go, I'm pretty serious about stuff. And you go do things for Tuvok, but I don't think you could play Tuvok. I don't think.
I'm pretty serious about stuff.
I'm very serious. I'm a
very
Klingon.
Serious. I'm a Vulcan. I'm very serious about stuff.
I'm Tim Russ, and I'm serious. Well, anyway, Brian, you know what we ought to do now? We ought to play a game that we made up. What do you think of that?
I think that's a fine idea. Why don't we play a little game where we guess each other's audio clip?
We should even give it a name like Guess Our Game.
Destroy it. Ooh, that's good.
Or Guess My Game, I guess.
Guess My Game.
Hey, Brian, I'll start. You got to guess my game. This is some audio from an old game, and the year that it came out is 1990. Okay.
Ooh, that was a good year.
It was a good year. And it was the NES platform. The Nintendo Entertainment System.
I've seen one of those.
Here's your audio, and then I'll give you your options. You'll have 4 to choose from. Here you go. Now, I'm going to give you a hint. This is considered one of the best sounding NES games ever made. You could fool people into saying, if you heard this right here, like, hey. You could say, hey, that's a Genesis game, and you'd believe them.
Yeah. Yeah, because that does not sound like your typical NES. That is using all whatever sound chip they were using.
All 8 bits.
Yamaha thing,
yeah,
probably.
The whole Yamaha chip was in full force. Right. It got hot and would burn your hand if you touched it. Anyway, that's your game. Let's play, or let's give you your options. Was it A, Blaster Master? Was it B?
Not Master Blaster, Blaster Master.
Blaster Master is not in charge of Bartertown.
Right.
B, Batman, the video game.
All right.
C, Neptune's Reach.
Oh,
or D,
how far can he reach?
Or D, Journey to Silius. I think is how you say it.
I think that's going to go Journey to Silius.
Silius.
These are all NES games.
Yep. Blaster Master, Batman the video game, Neptune's Reach, and Journey to Silius. I'm not 100% positive they're all 1990 exactly, but they are all NES games of that little era. And the one answer is 1990.
Right. I've never heard of Journey to Silius. I've never heard of Neptune's Ranch. I have played
Reach.
Blaster Reach. Did I say Breach?
You said Ranch.
Ranch. Neptune's Ranch. You said Breach. It's Reach, right? I don't know.
Reach. But I love the idea of it being a ranch.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to stick with either A, Blaster Master, or B, Batman the video game. And it doesn't say... Did we play Batman the video game here?
I don't know.
Even though... but could they license the audio? Because the audio was great for Bat, but Blaster Master, I don't think sounds like that. So but I've never heard the other two. Oh, jeez, I don't know. I'm going with maybe you're playing a level I never played. Just Blaster Master.
Blaster Master. Is it that?
Hey.
Incorrect.
Come on.
By the way, chat room thinks Choplifter. No, it's not.
It's definitely Choplifter.
One of them says Lifter of Chops, says Zoe.
Lifter of Chops.
That'd be a great name. No, none of those are correct. The correct answer was, or should have been, D, Journey to Silius.
Oh, okay. So I don't know what Journey to Silius is. So bippity boppity boop. There you go.
Side-scrolling game beloved by players, has one of the best soundtracks in the history of games, according to what I read. That's what I started with. I was like,
now
I want some NES games that are considered great music. What can I do? And it gave me these. This is one. And I went, I'm gonna work off that one and then build the other names up.
Oh, this looks awesome, though.
Yeah, it looks good, right?
I regret that I have not played this.
Yeah.
This looks awesome. And I think I've actually seen some shots from this before, but I do not remember it being called. Oh, because I remember it as Rough World. No, I'm kidding. I don't remember it as that. That's what it was in Japanese.
Rough World?
Rough World. I would play that. Rough World.
Is that really what it was called there?
Well, that's what it says. Known in Japan is Rough World.
Rough World. Yeah, you're a little dude with a gun. Little side-scrolling, I wouldn't call it a beat 'em up. Shoot 'em up, I guess.
Shoot 'em up.
I
like that.
It looked for an NES game. The whole thing...
hitting way above its weight class.
Yeah, punching above its weight class. It's pretty crazy what they pulled off at that game.
1990.
Anyway,
okay.
I'm going to find some remixes of that music. It's very cool.
I like that. That's good.
All right, Brian, let's do yours. We got arcade, and what's my year here for the arcade?
Hey, this was the year before that. You would have been at the arcade, 1989.
89. All right, here it is.
Thinking about you can't wait to get your NES at home.
Good.
Right.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
The hell was that? Wow, no idea. Give me the names.
Your choices are A, Volfeed. That's what it says. Don't ask me.
Okay.
Am I saying it wrong? B, Camel Tree.
Yeah.
C, Plotting. D, Blockout.
What are these games?
I know. They're all the worst names of the arcade ever, but they're all real games from arcade 1989.
Camel Tree?
Volfried, Camel Tree, Plotting, or Block Out.
Oh, man. I got to go either A or D because nobody's going to put a quarter in something called Plotting or Camel Tree.
I'm playing a round of Plotting.
Where are you putting your quarters? You going to put that in the Joust or the Pac-Man? Nope. I'm going to put it in Plotting.
Jim, put it in Plotting. I'm going to plot something.
I feel like Blockout or Volfeed, and Blockout is ringing a bit of the cheese. So I'm going to say D, Blockout.
Scott says give him the D, and Brian has to say it is Camel Tree.
Oh, my
by
gosh.
Taito.
Never heard of this.
Player moves a ball through a maze by rotating the maze itself around the ball.
What? Is this really a game? This is a real game.
It really is, and I love the audio from it.
All right, we're looking.
Kind of reminds me of the bonus level in Sonic where you
one of these.
Yeah, one of these Camel Trees. Is that a camel?
This makes me want to die. I hate these kind of games.
But doesn't it sound so good though? I love how it sounds.
I mean, the name. Now that I see a visual with it, I guess it's fine.
Right. Yeah.
Is it based on? Is there something called a camel? Like when you have the table and the marble and you move it around to the hole. Is that what that's called?
Yeah. Is there a game called? I don't know. That's a good question.
That looks like a terrible time. Oh, there's camels.
Yeah.
Is that why? I see camels.
Yeah, there's camels. This was brought to you by Camel Cigarettes. And
oh, that looks like crap. Yeah, do not look up Camel Tree on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, it's like Camel Try, but Camel Tree.
Camel Try. Is it? Oh, with a Y.
Camel Try.
Okay.
Yeah, but Camel Tree.
Weird one, dude.
Yeah.
Weirdest. Maybe the weirdest one you've ever done. That's a very weird game.
It's like one of those. Arkanoid. Is that how you say it? Yeah.
Yeah, Arkanoid. Well, Arkanoid is basically Breakout, right?
Yeah, right.
It's just kind of a hypered up
basically probably that
Breakout.
block out game.
Yeah.
I still want to look at plotting. I forgot to look that up.
Yeah, what is plotting? Hold on.
It was just on the list. Plotting Arcade.
Plotting.
Maybe it's more fun than it sounds like the Star Trek, the 25th Anniversary Edition.
Also a Taito game. Okay, you got a little ball. Looks like a Tetris Tetris ripoff.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, see, you got to take your little blob and find a way to... I don't know. That looks like a game your friend has, and you're like, dude, your mom sucks.
Your mom sucks. Why did she make you get...
What? You and your friends are all playing Tetris, and Billy got this.
And Billy got plotting. The video game.
That is some horse shit, that game. All right. Well done, everybody. Both of us lost. We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
We got to welcome something to retro. That's the wrong one. Sorry. The retro game we're welcoming this week is The Ultimate Spider-Man, September 22nd, 2005 for the GameCube, PS2, Xbox, and Windows platforms. It was a Spider-Man game. You get the free roaming, the city environments, the Manhattan and Queens stuff. Story mode deal. It's not. Yeah,
it's based on the Ultimate Spider-Man, so he's all spindly and stringy and stuff. I love it. I have this for the GameCube, and it's one of my favorites. Just
I remember it being okay at the time, but didn't the Spider-Man Sony game,
right?
The one on the PS2. Which one was that?
There's better games, but this one's it's a Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Well, the GameCube. So.
Yeah, everyone loves Spider-Man. We like him on the GameCube.
You can switch between Spider-Man and Venom.
Yeah,
occasionally. So that's pretty cool.
So Brian would hear this sound, and then he would put his Spider-Man in there, and then before you knew it, it was 20 years later. Fantastic. Right. Well, that's great. Let's get to some listener feed. Oh, I'm changed. Feedback. I completely jacked up the screen. Hold on. Here we go.
Oh no.
No,
now we're like cozy in one side. I like it.
Yeah, this is weird. Well, here it is. Found it. Time for us to read your messages. We got this one from... Who is this from? This is from... Here it is. The guy's name is John. He says, hello, fellas. He sent this text in. A 1997 3DO game called Uprising Join or Die for the PC is probably one of my favorite retro titles. I think it would be a great pick for the show. The game even came with a cardboard overlay that fit over your keyboard keys, which was a neat touch.
What?
Yeah, I know. I kind of want to see that part. I know you love that crap.
I love that kind of crap. Sign me up.
Dunaway's already in. There was a sequel, but honestly, it was not worth the time. Stick with the original if you can. It's an old but really fun gem from the late 90s that I think deserves a look, says John. Let's take a look at that real quick here.
Yeah.
This is called Join or Die.
And I'm going to play this. You can't tell me not to play a sequel to something. I've got to at least look at it so I can go, oh, yeah, that does suck or something. Oh, yeah, I love this.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to
Uprising, Join or Die. I think I do remember this. I don't remember the Join or Die part, but I do remember Uprising.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, Join or Die. I don't remember that part.
So it's kind of
small
RTS mixed with real-time deal. Oh, I can't remember what you did. I know you tanked around. There's a tank.
You tanked around.
Let's get some action going here.
I didn't play a lot of this, but I always wanted to dig deeper. It's like I had trouble with the controls.
What's the key? What's the cardboard overlay look like? I wonder.
Ooh, I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's see. Uprising cardboard.
I could have used that this week with this Star Trek because there's a lot of shortcut keys you got to remember.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That thing is surprising amounts of it in there.
Yeah. And I always forget.
Wow, this is hard to find. It must not have been man, I can't find Jack on the overlay.
I can't find Jack.
Uprising cardboard overlay video game. Yeah, I can't find it.
How about keyboard overlay? How about that? Looking for a keyboard. Maybe it wasn't cardboard. Maybe it was...
That's a good point.
Paper.
Uprising keyboard. Oh, here it is. I found it.
You ever seen paper?
You ever look at it? Look at it. Look at it. Yeah, here it is. This is not going to show well, but basically it was this.
Ah, yes, one of those wraps like on the outside. I got you. Like
so.
Decoration for your keyboard.
Yeah, it was.
I always like those.
Looks like you can still print it. If you want to go get a PDF of it or something. I don't know. That's a weird thing, man. That's a weird deal.
I like it.
Now Dunaway's on a hunt. He's going to find it.
I'm on it.
We also got this one from Steven who says, Did you really have to do the redneck hick voice for a hypothetical Christian? It was probably less than a minute after discussing how it wasn't cool to do a bad Asian accent in Deus Ex, says Steven.
Steven's right.
I don't remember the...
I don't remember
What's the context?
either.
I don't remember a thing about this.
I don't remember either, but you know what? Steven's right, because I'm actively trying to put positivity in the world. And if I did it,
You didn't do it.
Apologize.
You didn't do it. I'm sure it was me, because I like to... When I think somebody's being dumb, I always go, man, what the hell are you doing right there, right there, bitch? But I don't get the Christian... Well, how is that a Christian thing? I don't get that.
I don't know. We might have been talking about some
It wasn't religion.
aspect inside of Deus Ex, because they talk about all kinds of
But aren't those...
I don't know.
But isn't it them that's always telling everyone else they're being a snowflake and they can't take terms that are like...
Boy, you just want to double down, don't you?
Well, I just... For years, I've been told, screw PC. I ain't being politically correct.
Right.
I'm gonna say
Right.
the RETARD word. Like, I hear that all the time.
What was that accent supposed to be?
That is a hypothetical redneck hick, but he's not. He's non-denominational.
He's non-denominational. I do like that he's non-denominational.
Yeah, he doesn't belong to any particular sect or religion. He's just a dude. So I don't know where this guy got that.
Steven, I hear you, is what I feel. I hear you, Steven.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to bring more positivity to the world.
Yeah. Also, one of them is racist and the other one isn't. How about that? There's nobody's a redneck hick race.
Right.
Okay.
And I do the redneck thing because that's my people.
Well,
right?
yeah, that's where you come from.
All my
man.
people are the redneck people. As a matter of fact, everybody always asks me, where are you from? And I'm like, right here.
Yeah.
Right here, man.
Yeah, I'm right here, baby.
Yeah.
My wife comes from a fine line of redneck hillbillies. And I love them all. They're amazing.
Yeah.
But none of this has to do with religion, so I don't know why he thought.
I was curious, but I have to go back and listen.
Yeah, maybe it's something.
Steven,
I don't know what it was.
This is what I've discovered. Anytime somebody has a beef or grief like that, there's probably some validity to it somewhere. People don't usually go out of their way to be a.
They do if it has something to do with the religion and their worldview. They'll do that.
Yeah.
Well, people have opinions. I have honestly, I have no problem with it. But here's what I'll say. Here's my rule. My rule is, if you have beef with the way I said something and you're going to say, and you want me to read it on the show, happy to do it and share it and discuss it.
Yep.
But also, I'm not going to just sit there and go, oh, I'm so sorry for a thing I don't even think I did.
Right.
I need the context. Somebody send me the clip, then I'll figure it out.
Right.
All right.
Steven,
did I go?
We appreciate your feedback, and I hear you.
Yeah,
Yes.
but what was the Christian part?
I don't know. We'll have to go back and listen. I think if there was something said, it would have been unintentional.
Yeah, I also think.
I think it'd be unintentional.
I believe. Well, of course it would be. But my main takeaway here is, as I dig a little deeper.
This guy can't dig. This guy can't dig deeper. He doesn't know how to stop.
No, I won't. You know what? I won't dig deeper. I'll just say, Steven, I do appreciate the feedback, but I'm going to need a little more than that.
That's a good way to say it. Yeah,
to know what the hell you're talking
because we
about.
want to be better, and I want to spread. I know.
I'm not here to piss anybody off or marginalize anybody.
I probably definitely would have been a hippie.
I just
been like, oh man, just bring some love.
Yeah,
man.
Brian's love everybody all the time. I try to do the best I can, but I'm also a big believer in just being honest with ourselves, because when there's punching up versus punching down, it's important to know the difference. I'm not saying Steven doesn't. I'm saying that in general, that's a thing people get all bunged up about. It's like, well, what's the difference between a white guy doing blackface versus a black guy doing whiteface? There's a huge difference, and you have Google and you can look it up. There's a major history you could study and understand why it's different. And that's all I'm saying is I just need people to be honest. And most of the time they're not they're being very disingenuous. Not saying that's true of Steven. Seems like he's being very genuine here. Yeah. But he's being brief, so I don't know exactly what he means about the Christian part.
That's interesting. I like that.
Give me some.
Can I get some more?
Yeah, give me some more. Give me some more, please, as I hold my bowl in the what was that movie? Or that thing? What's that called?
Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist. More, please. Yeah.
More, please.
Imagine I'm holding my bowl to you saying, more, please, and you're going to give me some more. All right? Right back next week.
Give me some more. Give me some more.
Couple notes here. We got some great new patrons who joined us and are supporting the show now. They understand what it means to back a show that will then air next week because they backed it. keeping it alive.
Yeah.
And 4 brand new folks this week. Jaina Pride, William Ogleville.
No, Jaina Pride.
Ogilvie, sorry.
Ogilvie, yeah.
Ryan Yonk.
Oh, I like that one.
Neekum is the 4th person.
Neekum. There's 3 E's in that Neekum. Neekum.
Yeah, plus the E at the end of it. There's a lot of E's. That's 4 E's.
That's a whole bunch of E's.
If you reverse it, it's me Neek.
Meeking.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
well,
I like it.
Close.
It's good.
Anyway, they get no commercials ever. They get no ads of any kind. That's a good deal. They get pre-show content every week, and they get other cool monthly benefits. We're going to watch a Star Trek animated series episode after this. Did you know that? Did you know that? And did you know you're the only people who can get it when we're done? Because we're doing it live over there on the thing. So anyway, if you want to be a part of all that and sign up today, it's at patreon.com/playretro. All else can be found at frogpants.com/playretro. If you want to contact us, you want to find old episodes, whatever it is you're trying to track down, it's all there. Brian, is there anything you'd like to add before we let these people go? Oh, we didn't talk about next week's game, Qbert.
Yeah. Qbert.
Shit.
Gottlieb's biggest hit from the arcade classic to the Saturday morning cartoon to the watch. I had the watch. Did you have the watch?
No, I didn't have the watch.
Yeah. Did you know that there was a pinball component inside the original Qbert arcade game?
No, I didn't know that.
Either. We're going to learn all that stuff next Wednesday because we're going to be, thanks to Brian, I'm going to be like a day late, I suppose.
There
right?
are 3
Maybe.
games. Yeah, well, and you're a busy boy, so you got stuff.
Busy boy.
I got 3 things that I can tell you about Qbert real fast. Number 1,
yeah,
loved it in the arcade. Number 2, it was my third favorite game on the Palm Pilot platform. They had a version of Qbert that was so good on there, and nobody's quite been able to reproduce a handheld version of Qbert as good as that was.
Right.
And it didn't even use the style. You could use the stylus, but you could also use just like the little directional button thing at the bottom. Fantastic game. And then the third thing that I was going to tell you, I forgot. So I won't tell you a third thing. Today we just have 1 and 2. That's it.
And you said that Qbert was on which device?
It was a Palm. Well, I played it mostly on the Palm 5 because I had the 5 for the longest, but
so
just the Palm
they didn't
OS.
They didn't have a Pocket PC then version?
No, hell no.
Oh, man.
Dude, remember that was like
I'm
Mac and PC or Coke and Pepsi. People were up in arms about Palm Pilot
they were
versus
so mad.
that stuff, Pocket PC shit.
Yeah.
And I had one of
Whatever.
each, but I never played. I'll give it to the Palm side of it. I played more games there than I ever did on that Palm PC thing.
Right. I had a Newton. What are you talking about?
Oh, you psychopath. I have one now right over there.
You got a Newton? Really?
Yeah, somewhere.
Get out of here.
You know what? I'll pull that out for next week. We can look at it.
Yeah. Show me your Newtons.
Yeah, let me show you my Newton. That's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you all for listening. Go play something retro. We see you next week.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Leave the Beta Miami system immediately. You're interfering in Elasi affairs.